Hello, one and all, and welcome back to more Let's Play Zero Escape. 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors. I am the Max Few Trades. In the last part, hey, we found the number 9 door, and everything was going pretty well until Lotus got shanked, and then I got shanked. And the worst part is, unlike the ending where Clover went absolutely nutso on everybody, I'm not 100% sure who the hell did it. I guess it could have been Clover again. She was the one we were looking for, but without any definitive proof, I actually can't say that I know. In this part, we're going down another path. This time we didn't have to start at the very, very beginning. And this time we'll be going through door number 3 somehow. Not entirely sure, considering that the way that these are all set up means that it's literally impossible for us to do it that way. So we're gonna find out, I guess.
I want to go through door number 3.
Nope, you can't.
Too bad, doing it anyway.
Huh? Why?
Because it's impossible.
You're impossible.
If we split ourselves into 3 and 3, then we give up on going through door 3.
Yeah, but I don't wanna.
Why?
Bracelet numbers for the 6 of us are 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 2 combinations that can go through door 3 with 3 people. 3, 4, 5, or 6, 7, 8.
Uh-huh, I see.
That's it. Of course, 2 teams can't go through the same door.
I see. That means one team would get left behind.
But hindsight would tell me that this is all circular, and then again, nobody else would know that. I mean, going through it, I would just pop out through the other ends. But yeah, literally nobody knows that. Oh, ain't that a pile?
That's right.
That doesn't happen if we go through door 7 or 8?
No, they're fine. We've got 3 options.
Nah, I want to go through door 3. It's the only door I haven't gone through. Santa begins to explain.
Option A, have 3, 5, and 8 go through door 7, and 4, 6, 7 go through door 8. Option B, 4, 5, and 7 go through 7, and 3, 6, and 8 go through 8.
You're able to do this digital root and math thing in your head very
Option
fast.
C, 3, 6, and 7 go through 7, and 4, 5, and 8 get 8.
I choose option D. I go through door 3 anyway.
Those are the only 3 options. That's it. At least if we want to get all 6 of us out of here.
Wait.
That was when Junpei realized. Plan A divides into 2 teams, 3, 5, 8, and 4, 6, 7. Plan B divides into 2 teams, 4, 5, 7, and 3, 6, 8. Plan C divides into 2 teams, 3, 6, 7, and 4, 5, 8.
That means
There was one thing they all had in
5
common.
and 6 can never be on the same team. If we want all 6 of us to go through a door, then June and I can't go into the same one.
That's what the past versions of all events have ultimately proven, yes. June and Junpei had been friends when they were kids. He trusted her more than anyone else on the ship. If he chose 7 or 8, he'd be taken away from her. Was that something he was prepared to do?
Have you mulled it over enough, or do you need more time? Anyway, that's the deal, so think it over. You've got 2 choices, 7 or 8.
I choose
You
3.
can't choose 3.
Too bad, already did.
If you choose 3, you're gonna be leaving 3 people behind to die.
I feel like, I think that would explain why things are oh so definitively put onto a very specific role. I feel like I'm going to be pissing off 3 people very badly. I don't see this ending going well either. Just full disclosure, I think I see where this is going, and it's not in a good place.
So what are you gonna do? 7 or 8? Time to choose.
Junpei thought hard. After thinking it over, his conclusion was, I'm gonna do something stupid as hell. People are gonna be really mad at me.
Sorry, Santa, but I still want to go through door 3.
What? That's nuts! You've gotta be crazy!
I guess I am here. Hello.
Why the hell are you so obsessed with that door?
I'm just
Junpei paused. He swallowed the words he'd been about to
I'm
say.
just curious about door 3. That's all.
That doesn't explain shit!
Yeah, well, it's all you're getting from me.
I've got a reason. I'd be happy to explain it to you if you'll just come with me.
With that, he began walking towards the door. Oh. Their curiosity likely getting the better of them, the others followed. A few of them looked a little suspicious, but Junpei told himself that wouldn't matter. He kept walking and kept silent. Eventually, they arrived at the number 3 door. Junpei stopped.
I'm curious about the red. 7, would you mind authenticating for me?
Why?
Please, just do it.
He stared at Junpei. Oh god, we're tricking people. Oh no. Oh, no. He stared at Junpei for a moment, then grunted and laid his palm heavily on the scanner.
Happy?
Yeah, thanks.
The number 7 has been entered into the red.
Oh, no.
Next is June. Please touch the red just like 7 did.
Oh, God, I don't like this at all. I don't like this.
Jumpy, what are you trying to figure out?
I don't like this.
Yep. I think
Junpei thought about his answer for a
I
moment.
think I might have found another way out.
What?
Really?
That got them excited. Just as Junpei had intended.
Please, June?
Oh, okay.
7, 6, 13, 1 plus 3 equals 4. With those two numbers in the red, Junpei had what he wanted. He casually placed his own hand on the scanner and the third asterisk blinked on. 4 plus 5 equals 9. Oh, God. Okay, so hey, guys, no jokes right now. Actually, I actually kind of need to breathe. Okay. So, I don't know how well you guys know this, but in games where you're given choices and things, I really dislike making decisions that hurt other characters in fiction. Like, I realize, haha, it's all just programming and code and all that crap, but it makes me feel bad, like really bad, like I'm doing it to real people. Usually I can sometimes get by when it's an unforeseen consequence, but the fact that I know what I'm doing right now is not cool, and it's going to cause some serious problems. It's actually causing me physical distress right now. I'm fully aware of the fact that this is stupid, but it's actually causing me difficulty going. I don't like this. Okay. Don't have a choice.
All right. The only people who haven't authenticated now are Santa, Clover, and Lotus.
So, what's your point?
You don't get it. Think about it.
Huh?
What's the sum of your number and Clover's?
12.
And what's the digital root of that?
3.
Which is Santa's number. By the way, Lotus, what's the number that's currently in the red?
7 plus 6 plus 5 equals 18. It would be 9, right?
Yes?
Yes. And what will the digital root be if you add 3 to that?
I feel like I'm still... Am I tricking them or am I not? I don't know. I'm not smart. I'm just flustered.
3. The door's number.
There you go.
Hey, wait a minute. What the hell are you up to?
I'm not up to anything. I'm just waiting.
Waiting for what?
I'm waiting for the balance to shift. Santa, or Lotus and Clover. Once one of you moves, the others won't have a choice. So I'm waiting.
Junpei laid his hand almost casually on the lever.
You son of a bitch! You tricked us!
Yes, sir, I did.
All that stuff you were going on about is all bullshit!
I don't like this.
Bullshit. Huh. I don't think so. Didn't I tell you I figured out another way to get out of here? This is it.
Why the hell would you do something like this?
Junpei glanced at June.
Jumpy.
You did this just so you could go through the same door as June. That's it?
Santa was furious. His face was red and flecks of spit flew from his lips as he spoke. Junpei closed his eyes calmly and then opened them again.
So, who's it going to be? Santa or Lotus and Clover?
Shit!
Welp!
Let's go, Clover. Huh?
Lotus leapt forward. She grabbed Clover by the sleeve and ran for Junpei and the door. Caught by surprise, Santa froze for a moment, then shot forward like a bullet from a gun. Lotus had a head start, but Santa had the advantage in size and speed. Almost immediately, he passed Lotus and Clover.
No, wait.
Santa did not hesitate. He slammed his hand down on the red.
This is insane! This isn't right!
He glared at Junpei and his chest heaving.
Well, you may be right.
Junpei's voice was cold, but not without effort. He turned on the red and pulled the lever. With the sound of metal on metal, the door opened. It would only remain so for 9 seconds. There was no time to think. Junpei and his 3 reluctant companions jumped into the door's gaping mouth one after another. No sooner did they enter than an all too familiar noise sounded from their left wrists. The detonators had activated. Junpei looked back only once and saw Lotus and Clover on the other side of the closing door. I can't look.
No.
They stood still, stopped where they had been when Santa reached the red. The defeat and desperation on their faces tore at Junpei's heart. Then the door closed and they were gone.
You son of a bitch, Junpei! This isn't fair!
No, it's really not. I actually feel unspeakably horrible right now, and I'm trying not to dwell on it because it actually is causing me physical pain. Santa rounded on Junpei, lightning cracking in his eyes and his knuckles white.
Do you realize what you just did? You leave them out there, and they can't...
Shut it! That's enough!
It hadn't been Junpei that spoke, but
We
Seven.
gotta find the dead or none of this is gonna matter!
The clock was ticking. The dead was their only chance at survival. Unless they could find it and deactivated their detonators, the 4 of them would
We
be.
got less than a minute left! No time for screwing around! Get moving!
Damn it. You and I are not done yet, bastard!
No, you know what? Full on, legit. Y'all got free license to do whatever the flying hell you feel like. I'm okay with that, because this was a down, not good thing to do. They scattered and began to scour the room. The deactivation device was nowhere to be found.
Where the hell is it?
Corridors stretched out in 3 directions, but every one was blocked off by a wall of metal. You know what I'm deducing right here and now? I think once everything does get reunited, I feel like what something is going to happen is, like, you don't get a choice in the... That makes perfect sense. Because the entire reason that anything is able to be done the way that it is because everyone listens to Junpei on his idea. They aren't going to listen to Jiggity Jack all about anything he has to say, and they're just going to force him to do whatever the hell. And that will railroad him right onto this path. That would explain why that is the way that it is. Okay. Okay. There was only one way out. One other door.
Over there! It's gotta be behind the door!
Seven ran for the door, a rusty iron thing. His large hands grabbed hold of the handle and pulled.
Damn, it's pitch dark inside.
Can't see a thing!
Junpei stuck his head through the door and looked around the room.
Wait.
Almost immediately, he spotted the blinking red light on the right wall.
I found it! The dead's right over here!
He stepped into the room.
Ugh. What? The floor's slippery.
Yeah, because we're gonna, I kinda got so caught up in the whole, betraying people's trust thing and the physical duress of the whole thing that I forgot. Yeah, this is where we're gonna find a corpse. He stopped and glanced down at his feet.
Hey! What the hell are you doing?
There's something...
Get over there!
Junpei felt Seven's heavy hand against his back and stumbled across the room. The other 3 piled in behind him. They all felt immediately that something was wrong. Nothing that could be easily identified, only a sense that something terrible shared the room with them. But there was no time to say so.
Quick! Get to the dead!
They all started running. In the dark, it was hard to tell where the wall was. All they could see was the tiny red light blinking at them over and over and over.
There it is!
It's covered in goo! In quick succession, they all slammed their hands against the scanner panel. The goo-covered panel. Seven leaned against the wall, gulping air. As his breathing began to return to normal, he glanced at his left wrist and grunted.
It stopped. It stopped.
Junpei could hear him laughing in the dark, but could barely make out the larger man's face.
I don't think I'll ever get used to doing this.
What the...
Yeah, that's an understandable reaction. Not only is it actual disgust from the thing that we're about to discover, but it's a metaphorical, physiological, or mental disgust from Junpei. Yeah, makes sense. Double up. All of your senses are being assaulted right now. I really do want to make it abundantly clear how totally uncool with what happened is. If it wasn't because I had to apparently I go for everything in this, I don't think I ever would have. I just want to say that.
What the hell is this smell?
It's exploded, person.
This is vile. I'm gonna puke.
So desperate had they been in their race to the dead that no one had noticed the horrible smell that pervaded the room. It was a terrible nauseating stench like burnt and rotten meat. Adrenaline had drowned it out, but now it rolled over Junpei in waves, forcing itself into his nose with every breath he took.
Oh, you're right. Oh, this is...
He felt his stomach clench and bile rise up in his throat.
Let's get the lights on first. There's a switch over here.
The light that spilled in front of the door barely illuminated a small switch plate next to the door. Slowly, with the toll of the last few minutes apparent in his gait, Seven walked toward it. Oh, God, the sound effects. He stopped as he got close and extended his fingers toward the switch.
Okay, guys, I'm flipping it on.
There was a soft click as the lights came on. Just as the light turned on, June took in a short breath and... Yeah, that'll do it. A scream echoes through the room. Junpei's breath stopped in his throat. His heart ceased to beat. Time froze. His mind scrambled to make sense of what he saw before him.
Hey. Oh, this is...
What was left of the body sat in a sea of blood. Chunks of flesh torn from the body sat in the blood like tiny islands in a great red sea. A vast ragged hole had been torn in the torso, and what remained... Oh, God, yep, it's the exact same thing as I said before. Very gross. I don't need this in my life right now. Spilled it like fresh spaghetti. Smaller chunks of meat had splattered against the wall and become stuck as they dried. Gobblers of those fat had left trails like tiny slugs as gravity pulled them down to the wall even as they dried to it.
Looks like an explosion.
Indeed it does. Seven's voice was low and strained.
Knife man. The detonator in his bracelet set up the bomb in his gun.
Oh, God. The bone is coming out of his left arm.
It's definitely open fracture.
It looked as though the explosion had been quite powerful. His legs were both bent in an odd, unnatural way, and his left arm had split open, exposing the painfully white bone of his ulna. His bracelet lay next to him. It seemed to have hit the wall hard enough to have shattered the display, which lay on the ground in pieces.
This is the worst.
Yeah, can't even tell who it is.
Half of his head had simply collapsed. The blood coating almost made it look like, "Ugh, don't ruin pizza like that! Tomato sauce." His clothes, too, were covered in blood. The burgundy tie, the white shirt, the jacket with the yellow piping, and the gray slacks.
But the clothes are...
They were all familiar to Junpei.
Is that... Snake?
Santa's voice wavered as he spoke, his mouth dry.
Oh, my God.
Finally, Junpei spoke.
Why did this happen?
Suddenly, June was screaming, her voice broken. It was an eerie scream, full of insanity and not entirely human. Going through this door is wrong for a multitude of reasons. She shook her head violently and grabbed fistfuls of her own hair. Junpei could hear the sound of hair tearing.
Stop! Calm down.
He grabbed for her wrist,
Hey!
but as he did, June leapt up and ran toward the exit. Yeah, don't we feel great about the decisions we've made today? Not her, me, and Junpei. She screamed at the door and her fist slammed against it with hollow sound. Junpei could see drops of blood on her knuckles.
Why are you doing these horrible things to us? What did we do to deserve this?
June.
She screamed again, a desperate, mindless cry. Her fists flailed against the door.
Get me out of here. Please, please, just let me out.
June.
Junpei couldn't watch anymore. He ran to June and wrapped her arm around her, pulling the screaming girl away from the door.
Calm down.
No, get off of me. Let me go. Let me go.
Please, calm down.
She scrambled for a moment, her legs skittering across the floor, but her resistance didn't last long. As suddenly as her outburst had begun, it was over. The manic energy disappeared and her body went limp in Junpei's arms. Yeah, that's fair. June collapsed toward the floor and Junpei knelt down with her. He felt drops of something warm and wet. Was she crying? Or it's the blood from her hands. A moment later, she began to sob. Yeah, I'm sure this would be a very comforting moment if, you know, it weren't for literally all of the circumstances behind it. Her shoulders shook and great hot tears rolled down her face like rain.
We're gonna be fine. It's gonna be all right, June. It's going to be okay, Connie.
Her name was a whisper.
I'll be here with you, okay?
She nodded once.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Jumpy.
Her trembling voice pulled at Junpei's heart. He stroked her hair gently. His face was so close to her. The scent of her hair was
Do you
nostalgic.
feel better?
Yes, but I'd like to stay here. For a little while, at least. Jumpy's body is so warm.
Again, would be very heartwarming if any other context. Several minutes passed before June's tears had dried. Junpei stood up. He bent down, put his arms under June's, and helped her to her feet. They didn't speak. Neither did Seven or Santa. A person was dead. They had died in that room in a terrible way. The good news is it was a mild distraction from the fact that Junpei, by everyone's accounts, had left Lotus and Clover to die. Junpei knew there was no way he could make himself forget that. There was no way there was no way any of them could forget it, but mourning would do them no good. They spread out to search the room, but each felt as if their heart was made of lead.
We better get to it.
Okay. So we shall, so we shall, so we shall. Shower room. Alright. Well. That's where we came in. Guess it's not locked, but there ain't any point. All that's out there is the numbered door. We can't go back through the numbered door even if we wanted to. LLR. Those letters written in blood. Do you think that might be some sort of dying message from Snake? No, that's impossible. You saw the body. You aren't doing anything after something like that happened to you. On top of that, he's blind. I don't imagine he would know how to spell out letters. And this, the way the blood's dried tells you it's real old. Whoever's blood this is, it ain't Snake's. Then you're saying this blood was put here a long time ago? Yeah. Interesting. Okay, well. What about this TP? Ah, bloody toilet paper. Is that blood or markings? No, that's markings. It's toilet paper with some kind of red symbols on it. You think maybe that's a Cytail cipher? Cytail cipher? The hell's that? You wrap a piece of paper around a stick and then write several sentences on it so that the whole paper is filled up. Then you unwrap the paper and you can't tell what the original message was, right? How do people know these things? And that's how it works, more or less. Then to decipher it, you gotta have a stick that's the same diameter as the original one. Same diameter as the original one, huh? Yeah, then you just wrap the paper around that stick and you can read the code. I see. Noted. A wooden box. There's something in here. Ah, luminol. So you can identify bread? Blood. Bread. Okay, thanks, Brain. What the hell is this thing? Some kind of spray bottle? There's something written on it. I know what luminol is, thanks to Phoenix Wright. Lumen. Can't read anything else. The label's all faded. Let me see that. You just grabbed it from him. That wasn't very nice. Oh, this is luminol. You know, forensics guys use it at crime scenes. Oh, yeah, that stuff that glows blue when you spray it on blood. Even if the blood's been wiped off, it'll still glow. Handy dandy. All right. Let's take a look inside these here stalls. Ooh, buckets. I like buckets. It's a tin bucket. Hey, Jumpy. Oh, do you remember something or another? I don't know. Clean it up, and all they gave you was a sponge and a bucket like this. I'm guessing she's talking about school. Sometimes I accidentally jump past stuff. Hey, come on now. Can't we just leave the past in the past? What about this broom? Junpei reached for the broom, and as he grabbed it, he heard a soft voice from behind him. It was June.
The rabbit hutch.
Huh?
He turned around. June still looked sadly pale, but there was a smile on her face.
Oh, you just reminded me of it.
A rabbit hutch?
The rabbit hutch, I mean.
How did I remind you of something like that?
Jumpy and the broom. You're always playing around with the broom in front of the rabbit hutch.
I was.
Don't you remember?
Apparently not. Junpei stared at the broom in his hand.
You mean you don't remember that summer either?
She looked very sad. He shook his head.
Of course I remember. How could I forget something like that? It was terrible.
They were in the 6th grade. Junpei and June had been assigned to take care of the classroom pets, the rabbits. Their chief duty was to clean the hutches every morning. On the final day of school before summer vacation began, Junpei overslept. He rushed to school and found June standing in front of the rabbit hutches. No sooner had Junpei arrived than June began to cry. He had no idea why until he looked behind her into the rabbit hutch. The first thing he saw was blood? The hutch was filled with the dead bodies of the rabbits. Oh dear God. Even after their teachers and friends came to see what the commotion was, June couldn't stop crying.
I just kept crying and crying until you came over.
The flying hell happened to those rabbits?
You held my hand, and you looked very serious, and you said, "Don't cry. I'm gonna catch the person who did this." After you told me that, I finally stopped crying.
Well, the real fun started after you quit crying. You told me we were gonna catch the killer together.
June smiled and a little of the flush of life returned to her
Then
cheeks.
we decided that we'd ambush them.
Yeah, I remember.
The school also kept roosters and guinea pigs. Junpei and June had decided the murderer would likely return to finish off the rest of the animals. They would ambush the killer at night. Junpei and June hid behind the hutch at dusk and waited. It was a warm summer night. The quiet sound of crickets whispered through the air. As the sun went down, the stars began to wink at them from the sky. And Nakane Kuroshiki's face. That night was something Junpei knew he would never forget as long as he lived.
But the murderer never showed up. We waited for them all summer vacation, and they never showed up.
Yeah, but the animals didn't get attacked either. I think all that work amounted to something, you know?
He'd felt the same way, but it was good to hear her say
Although,
it.
you know, if you think about it, we were probably taking on a lot more than we could handle.
Just from my personal experience, it could have been a coyote.
What do you mean?
If it was a coyote, there's not really much you could do about that. She looked up at him, confused.
Come on, we were just kids. If whoever killed the rabbits had actually showed up, they probably would have had a knife or something. You must have been pretty worried, right?
I wasn't worried because you were there with me.
She blushed
But
furiously.
you know, no one else wanted to take care of the animals.
Clearly embarrassed, she tried desperately to change the
I was
subject.
the only one who asked to do it at first.
Yeah, well, boys don't really want to bother with taking care of animals, you know?
Well, those people are called losers.
Well, yeah, but you asked to do it after I did, didn't you?
Animals are delightful and are to be taken care of at all times.
If it wasn't the rabbits, they were gonna make me do something else. You know how that school was. I figured it'd be better if I was working with somebody who wasn't too much of a loudmouth, right? Somebody who wasn't gonna tell on me if I felt like blowing it off.
Really? That's why you volunteered?
Sure.
Yeah, it is.
He nodded quickly and much too earnestly, and then quickly looked away at something very important.
Really?
Of course.
That hadn't been the reason, of course. He had asked to take care of the rabbit so that he could be near June. But it had been so long ago he couldn't bring himself to tell her how he'd felt back then. It'd be embarrassing. He took a quick breath to clear his head, tossed the broom up, and then snatched it out of the air.
Well, we don't really have time to be walking down memory lane like this, you know?
Hey, remember when I when I left Clover and Lotus to die? That was fun.
We've got to figure out a way out of this room. Otherwise...
Man, they are gonna be so pissed.
Yes. I'm gonna look over there.
June nodded curtly, then turned and walked
I should
away.
get back to it myself. Ah,
Stop stepping in it!
that's right. The pool of blood.
Junpei turned around and looked at the room. At Snake's body, chunks of flesh and organs still lay on the floor.
Going on and on about old times right next to a corpse? What were we doing?
Distracting yourselves.
Well, maybe it was because we're in this mess.
It's called coping. Despite such a situation, or perhaps because of it, the mind turned to the farthest thing from death that it could find. Still, Junpei couldn't help but feel a twinge of guilt at wanting so desperately to live when Snake lay dead before him.
I have to survive, no matter the cost. I need to make sure she gets out too.
As he stared at the clumps of blackened flesh, all Junpei could think of was how much he wanted to live. Oh, got a broom and a bucket, luminol and some toilet paper. I am full-on janitorial man. Okay, cool. There actually are toilets. I was beginning to think that all these stalls were gonna have, like, buckets. Ooh, blue. What do you think this is? Looks like tar. It's kind of sticky. I don't think we can just wipe it off. And I doubt just pouring some water on it's gonna help much either. Well, what about hot water? Hot water? Hey, if we had some really hot water, like boiling hot, then maybe that would wash it off. Or we're gonna get boiling hot water in a bathroom. At best, you could get in a shower room, I'd rather. I mean, you can get hot water, sure, but boiling? Nothing in that turlet. If there was, that would be gross. True. There might be something in the tank, you know. Let's open that up. Ooh, hello. A red key card. Nifty. It's a red key card. Probably a key card. A red card, probably a key card. Do you remember if you saw a card reader anywhere around here? Can't say that I do. That said, can I check the tank inside this one? It's a water tank for a toilet. No, I've seen something rather clever. Don't know when they'll figure out everybody else thinks it's clever too. Huh? I mean, I know peace, but what's OC? Organized crime. What is that? Some kind of police slang? Huh? Probably? Huh? What does it say? Why does he look all sad now? That's not really important right now, guys. Let's just check it out, all right? Well, he's not wasting any time. Screwdriver! Nice. I'm finding all sorts of cool stuff inside the toilets. That's fun. Oh, interesting. The dividing wall that separates the toilets. Okay, hang on. How come this one ain't got no toilet paper? Interesting, interesting, interesting. I already checked all 3 toilets, you know. Nothing unusual there. I see. All right, well, there's a drain. I have a screwdriver. Oh, I don't think a screwdriver had anything to do with that. Huh? Looks like there's something down there on that grate. I think it's a card. Yeah, it's the blue card. Can't reach it, though. It's too deep. Hang on. I have a broom. Hey, Junpei, isn't this card kinda like that red card? Yeah, it looks similar. You're talking about the one we found in the toilet, right? Also, I think that's the Mercury symbol? Yeah. Yeah, the red card floated, didn't it? Yeah, it did. So, well, then this blue one probably floats too, right? Yeah, it might. Isn't that a grate right underneath it? But all right, if that's the line of logic we're working with, hang on. Let's see, can I get any flowing water? Maybe I can use the shower here to fill the bucket with hot water. Hey, Seven, could you turn on the shower? I'm gonna put the bucket under the head. I guess your thing. Hey, flowing water, nice. All right, bucket filled with hot water. Oh, I mean, it's not boiling hot though, that's the thing. There's something that looks like tar inside the toilet bowl. If I flush the hot water from the bucket, that should clean it up. All right, there's something that looks like tar oh, hang on. Then maybe I need to fill the tank. All right, pour the hot water into the tank, and boom. Looks like you filled it. Now you should be able to flush it, right? Probably a handle somewhere on the tank that you can pull. You think so? Serious? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. That's how turlets work. All right, hang on. Handle. There we go. There it goes, just like a toilet should. Ah, for a second there, I thought it was gonna say 1985. That was weird. Huh, that stuff washed off. Looks like the writing was numbers, see it? 185 equals? What is this? Got me. Just looks like numbers. All right, 185 equals something. Fascinating, that. Do I still have any water? Do I even have the bucket? I don't have the bucket anymore. Huh, fascinating. Okay. What's this? It's a thermometer. Can you get it off? No, it's screwed onto the wall. Oh, then I shall get it off.
Hey, Junpei, you know why thermometers only go up to 107 degrees Fahrenheit?
I didn't know that that's what they did.
No, I can't say I ever thought about that.
At 107 degrees, the cells in the human body start to die, and the organs begin to shut down. The proteins in your cells start to harden.
Gross.
It's like when you hard-boil an egg. Even if you cool it down afterwards, it won't go back to being a raw egg. In other words, it's dead. That's why thermometers don't go past 107. There's no point.
I guess that makes sense.
Oh yeah?
But it's pretty rare for a fever to get that high. Even viruses and stuff don't usually drive the body temperature up to 107.
Usually.
Of course, there are other external things that could.
Like what?
Well, let's see. Something like getting locked in a sauna, or getting thrown into an incinerator and burnt to death.
This is a fun conversation.
Yeah, I guess that would get a little hotter than 107 degrees Fahrenheit. All right, I got it!
Huh? What's up?
Nothing. Forget about it.
What was that all about?
Do you think he suddenly forgave you, or what? Anyway, I have a thermometer. Oh, you took the thermometer off. It says open at the bottom of the gauge. I wonder what it means. Maybe when it gets that hot, something will open? No, maybe. Huh. Let's see here. Yep. Nothing happens when I press these buttons. Well, it looks like the power's on. I'm wondering what the deal with those things that say lock up there, though. Ah, the blue and the red cards. That makes sense. All right. Let's see. What's this all about? A piece of paper tied to this pipe with a wire. Notice drainage valve operation. Please do not flush the water in these pipes. Doing so may cause the drain to overflow. Hang on. No, hey, if we do that, it'll start overflowing from the drain. Yeah, that's what we want. Come on, it's the drain. I think there might be something in there. Yeah, there sure is. The blue card might float in water. I clearly did not do what I was supposed to do correctly. Let's see. Looks like each handle has 3 positions, left, center, and right. The pipe on the right there must be connecting to the drain in the middle of the room. If you turn on the water here, it'll probably come up through the drain. Okay. Yeah, if I can get this hot water on the thermometer, then maybe. All right, the thermometer, let's get this party started. Oh. How hot is this water? Well, looks like that's doing the trick. There goes the gauge. And now it's at the open mark. No, it opened. What's this? Looks like there's a piece of paper in here. 957 plus. So 957 plus 185 equals. So 957 and 185. 957, 185. 957 and 185. That gets you 1,142. So 1142, I guess, is the number that we're looking for, or I mean the number for the thing. But I need the card. I need the card. How get card? How get card? Explain. All right, I've got 6 handles here. Each one's got 3 positions, left, center, and right. Yeah. On that note, doing so may cause the drainage to overflow. Yeah. Overflow. Overflow, why won't you, you goddamn thing? I'm fiddling with all your things. What are you gonna do about it? Overflow. What is it asking? What? I can't even, what? I'm sure that it's some combination, but like, what's the combination? How would I even know? LLR? Left, left, right? Left, left, right? Oh, I know. I completely forgot about this. Hang on, luminol. Wait, you don't really think we're supposed to use the luminol here, do you? Yeah, it does seem kind of weird to use it here, but maybe I should try it just in case. If it gives me 3 more letters, I'm in the money. Okay, I sprayed the luminol on the wall. What's next? Turn the light off, I guess. There we go. Left, left, right. Left, right, left. Left, right, left. Left, right, left. Okay. Left, left, right. Left, right, left. Left, left, right. Left, right, left. Okay. Left, left, right. Right. Crap. I'm so bad at things. Okay. It's left, right, left. Left, right, left. Did what it said on the wall. There we go. Wait, the drain's acting up. What the hell did you do? I just messed with the valves a little. Nothing big. And there we go. Give me that card. The water's pouring out of the drain. Give me that card. Thank you. Blue key card. Symbol for Mercury. There was an elevator right outside of the big hospital room. I think the same symbol was on that card reader next to it. That's right. I guess that means we're not supposed to use this card in this room. Do you really think so? You don't think maybe we need it for this room and for the elevator? I do believe you are correct. All right. So then we slide that in. Oh, the blue light came on. And then like that. Oh, what? The blue light was just on, but it's off now. And the red light's on instead. Guess we have to swipe the red card first. Oh, needlessly specific. All right, good job, Jumpy. Both the lights are on now. Now you just need the right password. Both lights are on. We should be able to enter the password now. What's with these E&C keys? Who cares? Let me hit the card thingy. 1, 1, 4, 2. Error. 1, 1, 4, 2. 1124? Did I get the number wrong? Dang it. All right, hang on. 957 and 185. 957 and 185 equals 1142. 1142. Huh. That means you're supposed to add something to 957, doesn't it? Oh yeah, it doesn't take a genius to figure that out. The problem is what to add the toilet number. 185. 185. Huh. 957 and 185. Seriously, am I just keep getting it wrong? 957 and 185. Yeah, no, I'm getting it right. What's the problem? I thought I was doing really well. 1142. Now that's a clear button, so... I mean, that's obviously not it, but... I don't know. 2411. 1241. 2411. 1421. 1241. What am I doing wrong? Oh, wait, a cipher! A cipher! The toilet paper. I completely forgot about the toilet paper. Hang on, and I got a broom. Hang on. Hang on, sorry. I'm stupid. Haven't used all of it. What if I wrap the toilet paper around the broom? There we go. All right, broom wrapped in toilet paper. Oh, so you wrapped the toilet paper around the broom, huh? Looks like the symbols line up perfectly. It says 634 plus. There, okay. Hang on. Well, now that I've got 3 numbers, hang on. Let me use my little notepad. To figure all this nonsense out because I'm a big dum-dum. There we go. Okay, so we've got 634. There we go. And we also have 957. And finally, I remember 185. So we got that now too. Cool. Awesome. Great. It says, there we go. Now we've got our true number. Okay, so 634, 957, and 185. And that gives us the magic number of 1776. I feel like that's a year. Anyway, 1776. There we go. Hell yeah. All right, doors open. Time for people to get very mad at Junpei. I did it though. I actually gone and done did it. Good job, me.
There's a large iron door at the end.
Let's take a look.
This is gonna be fun.
What are you doing, Seven?
Well, I figure maybe we might want to come back here sometime. So, I stuck the broom in there to keep the door from shutting. Alright, let's go.
Man, Clover's gonna have 2 reasons to hate
Jumpy,
me.
look.
What's up?
What's that on the wall there?
It's a
I
map.
think
It's a map.
A
It's the
map
map.
of the ship's
It's the map.
It
It's
says
the map.
C deck.
So it's the map for this floor then. We'll have time to study it later. Let's keep going for now.
Ready? I'm gonna open it.
This is gonna suck.
What the?
You're shitting me. We're back.
And then Junpei got shanked.
Lotus! And Ace! I'm glad you're all okay.
Ha ha ha! I am in terrible danger.
Lotus? What are you...
Yeah, okay.
How could you do this to us?
Yeah, you know, that's fair.
Knock it off. We got bigger shit to worry about right now.
Although I really do not blame her in any shape, way, and or form. That was more than fair, and in fact, probably underselling it.
What?
Go have a look. I stuck the screwdriver in the door. That door over there, the one without a number. As long as the screwdriver's there, it can't shut, so you can get in there. There's a shower room past there. I stuck a broom at the door there, too. Anyway, go take a look.
Hey, Seven, I know you're not the biggest fan of Lotus or anything, but I feel like you really should give her some headway on what exactly she's about to look at.
Then you're saying we can go in there without passing through the numbered door?
Yeah, that's about the size of it.
Wait, what the hell is in there?
Dead body.
You'll know when you see it.
No, tell her. Clover, no.
Let's go.
No, don't.
My goodness. I know I said I was sure you'd come back for me. I didn't think it would happen so soon, though. Should I go as well?
Yeah.
Please.
Very well.
Okay, well, You know, we really could have just told them. We really could have just told them. Yeah, what exactly is the benefit of Clover looking at that?
Snake was probably murdered. Chances are he was killed the same way the Ninth Man was.
All right, I was just taking a quick gander here. All right, yeah. All right.
It's pretty straightforward. Not that hard to figure out how they did it. First, the killers got Snake to authenticate on the red to open door 3. Then they shoved him into it. Alone. And waited 9 seconds for the door to shut.
This should
that
just
door
be all
shut,
stuff we've heard before, at least.
But he didn't give up. He probably knew it wouldn't.
Yeah, okay. We've been here and we've done that.
The detonator is Snake, and then 81.
And we're gonna have our whole discussion about Zero is one of
You
us,
need
or
at
something
least
to that
3
general
people to open
effect.
one of the numbered doors. It wouldn't open for Snake and a single killer.
Yeah, that means we're looking at multiple perps here.
Well, just in case, I want to make sure. Let's say you're right. When do you think Snake was killed?
When we all split up right
Yep,
after
it's all
that.
the same
means
as
we're not-
before.
We were all off searching the rooms.
No alibis. That means anybody could have done it.
Wait a minute. What are you talking about? How can you say that so casually?
Pretty simply,
Well, not just one of us.
2 of us are murder
Why don't you
people.
calm down a bit, Seven?
No.
What are you going to gain by being so suspicious?
What?
Exactly. Any
Right,
whoever-
okay. It's all the same.
Then you're
All the
saying-
same.
Yes, that is why we have to trust one. Otherwise,
Then does
It's
that
okay to
mean-
skip stuff that I've seen before, and you've all seen before, right? Unless you're jumping ahead, in which case I don't know why you did that. That's on you, not me.
yes. If there's anyone he masterminded, doesn't it seem reasonable that he would have?
Good question. Zero killed Snake. Was Zero still on the ship with them? Well, Junpei wasn't sure.
Something's still strange.
What was that?
Well, I'm just wondering about one thing.
And what's that?
How can you be so sure that Zero's on this ship?
Really, Junpei? I confess I'm a little disappointed. Usually you're rather sharp.
Yeah, I know, but it was the answer that I hadn't had, so I might as well throw it out
Isn't
there.
it obvious?
Wait, it is?
This ship.
Huh?
Zero said this ship several times.
That he did. That he did. Of this ship. Leave this ship. Leave this ship.
If he
Do that
weren't
ship.
Here, he wouldn't say this ship, would he? He'd be saying something like that ship or the ship.
Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense.
I mean, it all just is words.
If Zero's on the ship, where is he?
That would make him one of us.
I think Zero.
Zero is one of us. And everyone is all like, say what? That's Crazy House. Was he one of them? Well, that's possible. I'm gonna say, that's crazy.
That's crazy. Isn't this ship going to sink in a few hours? If Zero was here with us, he'd be putting himself in danger. Why the hell would he do something like that? There's no motive.
You don't believe me.
I might as well just give Clover all of the reasons to not like me.
Clover,
Clover, I understand what you're feeling. You don't feel that you can trust any of us.
And you know what? That's a more than understandable conclusion, considering literally everything I do.
have to
No.
understand. The more we distrust one another, the further we fall into our true foe's trap. Zero was the one who did those horrible things to your brother. Do you want to let yourself be manipulated by someone who would do such a horrible thing?
And then, for whom the bell tolls, it tolls for us. Really?
It's 3 in the morning.
That means we have 3 hours left.
Then we need to move now. 7. Clover, I know how you feel, but you do understand that, right? We must
All right,
go.
same thing
our
as
next
4.
destination is Mercury.
Mercury.
Here we go. Yeah, I found it in the shower room.
Oh, I see. It's got the Mercury symbol.
I mean, I guess everybody doesn't really feel too inclined in being really pissed off, but, I mean, obviously they're still not going to listen to his idea.
Now we can go.
And so we shall. Everybody climb on board.
Looks like there's only 2 floor buttons working.
C and bottom.
Time to head down then.
And then we did. Ding.
This is a numbered door.
It sure is.
Yeah, it's door 2.
So who should go through the door this time?
Oh, it's not so much... I don't think it's so much we won't listen to your paper idea. It's so much the case that because of what Junpei did, these other doors didn't get gone through. Yeah, that's English. And these aren't even options. Yeah, that makes sense.
We don't need to be discussing who we're leaving behind this time, right?
Right. It's set up so we'll be able to meet up again once we get through the numbered doors.
And you have me to thank for finding that out.
Then there's no need for arguments at this point.
We should figure out who's going in first.
Very well. Would anyone like to volunteer?
I'll do it.
I've done so many things. I'd like to not.
I'll go too.
Okay, never mind.
Then I suppose I need to go too then.
Alrighty then.
All right, we're taking off.
It's the Dream Team.
Okay, please be careful.
Jesus. You two are acting like you're married, you know that?
Oh,
Don't be silly. Cut it out.
Cut it out, you silly. Alright, well, yeah, no, you just get railroaded into 2. Alright, fair enough.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Lotus has surprisingly gotten over things fairly easily, and I'm okay with that.
Where the hell is it this time?
I don't see it!
Oh, there it is. It's right there.
Over yonder it be. Yeah. Small, medium, and large. Well, I guess that was
Stopped.
small, large, and then medium, but whatever.
Yeah, it stopped.
Oh, yeah. And if I had decided I wanted to go through door 2, I would have been going through with Lotus and Seven. That makes sense.
Man, I'll never get used to that.
I'm not sure it's something I'd want to get used to. We should finish this game before imminent death becomes a normal thing.
In all known possible worlds. He always says that.
Damn right.
All right. This hallway's pretty short, but it's got 5 doors.
Indeed. So how much am I working with here? Not all that much, honestly. This shouldn't be too big of a deal. All right. Cool beans, cool beans.
3 on the left, and only 1 on the right.
Don't forget the last one at the end of the hall.
You know something I'm curious about? What's the difference between these red square key and white round key? You know? I'm just curious. That's gotta mean something. Do you think... But didn't I do this? I went through that, and then I went through that. I was just wondering if you go through all of the right things, then maybe that would unlock whatever is adjacent? Well, whatever the reason, I guess I don't really have much of a... I don't really... I can't talk about that now. We're doing this right now.
But it's got a metal plate over it, so I doubt we're gonna get anywhere that way.
All right, let's get started. I think we'd probably better split up. You okay with that?
Yes, no problem.
Sure thing.
Then I'll take this first one.
I'll try the one next to it.
Alrighty.
Well, I guess I'd better get started too.
I can't hear you.